So it's nearing summertime, or by the non-literal definition, it is already summertime, and as many of you know, I live in Phoenix, which means it's really hot here and also the desert. So today I'm going to be talking about this. And I don't just mean this storm wash thing by our house. I mean the desert, just in general. But, you know, this Well, the first thing I wanted to talk about was not exactly the fact that it's 150 degrees outside, but about kind of some of the plants. Start off with talking about these Palo Verde plants, because you find them all over Arizona. People think of cacti and whatever, and I mean, I don't really have an opinion on them. They're kind of cool sometimes, kind of not. I don't really understand why people come to Arizona to look at a cactus. If you're a botanist or whatever, I guess, but they're only found here. So I guess that's cool, but also I don't really care. Palo Verde plants you find everywhere. Everyone has them in their garden. They're in parking lots and all that stuff. It is so dumb that they are everywhere, because guess what? They don't have leaves. I mean, this one's dead, so it doesn't have leaves anyway. But they don't have leaves. They just have thorns and branches and stuff. And I mean, look, some of the trunks are kind of cool sometimes. They spiral and do cool stuff, which can be cool because it's a big bonsai tree looking thing. But it doesn't provide any shade, and you're in the desert. It's so hot. In the shade, it's 20 degrees cooler. Why don't people plant trees with shade? Because then it's cooler. It shades your car, shades your building. You know, it just makes more sense. Oh, does this look kind of better? I personally don't really think so. I think it's got kind of a pretty color. You see them everywhere. You also see palm trees everywhere, which makes no sense because palm trees aren't even indigenous to here. There's a botanical garden and stuff. When I was younger, we'd go there every year for a school field trip, and it's just I see this stuff every day. I don't understand why I would come here to a museum to see it. We're gonna move so I can show you some more plants. Personally, I like forests and stuff like that. I mean, Arizona is amazing in that you can go to different places. You could go to, you know, all the places that I can't remember the name of. But you could go to Flagstaff and you can get a pine forest and it snows there and everything. You could go to Sedona and you have stuff that looks like the Grand Canyon. It's not the Grand Canyon, but you got the red rocks kind of. And that's really pretty, but that's not plants. A cool thing about Arizona is that you can just go to different places and it's different stuff. I don't really care much for desert plants. And next we'll talk about animals, and I'm gonna move because I'm sketched out standing right there. So next I was gonna, oh god, kind of talk about animals and insects. And one of the reasons I'm kind of sketched out, just being down here, is because right now snakes and stuff are out. And a lot of animals live down here. I've seen coyotes down here and stuff like that, which is kind of nerve-wracking, especially when you're, you know, sitting up on top of a rock with some stuff down there where a scorpion can come out and just sting you, and then you know, be down here and have to get out. I am not a fan of the animals in the desert because I don't want to die. Personally, if I see something a bug, a scorpion or something else that's dangerous, if I see one in my house, that ruins my whole week. I go from being comfortable and feeling all good in my house to being totally on edge always for a week until I basically forget about it. I mean, there are animals that are pretty rad. I mean, whenever you see a roadrunner, I mean, do armadillos even live here? I've never seen an armadillo, but I assume if they live here, that's pretty rad. My grandparents used to see bobcats, which is pretty cool. I don't know, seeing some of the animals just I don't know, maybe you're inside and you see one through a window. Cool. If I'm out here and I see something though, I'm gonna be very worried because it is not safe. So I don't mean you have to totally always be on edge for the fact that you're gonna die. Chances are that's probably not gonna happen. But sometimes you hear stories of someone getting attacked by like bees even and dying from that. And it's like, are you kidding me? Really? Really? I live in that place. I think they're fascinating. I don't want to see them though, because if I see them, that means that I'm in like a bad situation or whatever. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna talk about for animals. I'm gonna talk about like landscapes and stuff. Like I was talking about earlier with plants and stuff, it really varies depending on where you are. Here, there's a bunch of mountains like everywhere, and then like the desert part of it, I don't really like that much. If you go up to like Sedona, and I'll put some footage in. If you go up to Sedona, you've got all these beautiful rocks, you know, it looks like the Grand Canyon, and here's some footage of that. But if you go up there, the mountains are beautiful. There's someone yelling. I don't know if they're yelling at me though. I'm a little concerned. Oh, so that's like really beautiful. I mean, you have nice trees, you have like rivers and stuff like that. You wouldn't really think of it as like the desert. I don't really know if that technically actually counts as the desert. If I'm talking about Arizona as a whole, that would be included, but Phoenix is awful. I don't really like Phoenix that much. Phoenix's desert kind of sucks. The mountains to me are mostly uninteresting. You've got this mountain here, but I mean, there's only like a couple like that, and the rest is kind of like these normal basic mountains. Man, there's a wasp right there. I am gonna leave now because we just saw an insect that could do me harm. So that's all for down here. And there are cactus stuck to my jacket. Rad. Flagstaff's cool. You got nice mountains. You got snowy mountains. People ski up there. Snowballs up there. Okay, I'll talk about the heat and the sun for a sec. One, the sun sucks because I am very pale. So, you know, swimming's big here because it's so hot. It gets like 120 in the summer. Swimming also sucks for me because I'm so pale that I will get sunburned, and I don't want to die of skin cancer. One of the reasons I wear pants every day, and I'm wearing this jacket right now. The popped collars because of the sun though right now. Visitors always come and they like want to see the plants and the animals, and they want to see all the different sights. People come to see the Grand Canyon, they come to see this mountain. They don't really come to see much else though, unless, you know, they're old. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. If you enjoyed these videos, if you have enjoyed any of my videos, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. I don't know. That's it. See ya.